Hi! Today I would like to show you an awesome website called Game UI Database. Just a couple of hours ago, it got a big boost with the 2.0 update. But before we talk about what's new, let's do a quick overview of what this is all about. Let's say you create a UI for your game and you seek some inspiration. Just start searching for your game title of choice, let's say one of the Mario games, and immediately explore all of its menu screens and UI elements. Want to design a main menu? Open the search again, type in main menu, that will suggest you a screen type and explore all the different menus in all sorts of games. You can then go even deeper. Let's say you're designing a tabletop game and you need to find some inspiration. Each search can be narrowed by all kinds of filters. Themes, series like Call of Duty or Pokemon, UI elements, patterns, shapes, and many more. In this tabletop example, I would go with the card game genre and wooden texture. That returned only 10 results for the main menu type of screen, but it still can be a great value for your next project. One of my favorite filters is UI elements. If you ever wanted to create tabs, a side menu, or radial menu for your game, you can now very quickly find all the related screenshots. I used Game UI Database for a long time for both my game projects as well as tutorial preparation. If you haven't yet, give it a go. Now that you more or less know what the Game UI Database is about, let's get back to the new features introduced in the 2.0 update. Here are my top 5. First of all, I'm a huge fan of the new search interface. Wherever you are on the page, you can just press Ctrl F and start searching. It gives you some suggestions on the start to keep you inspired, but most importantly, when you search for something, it gives you this clear display with thumbnails of games and filters. Nice, simple addition, but drastically improves the user experience. Next up, videos. For all the UI animators. Now the database also features short clips from the game transitions, menu navigation, and more. Open search, go to video and animation, and look at all of these categories. Let's say I would like to introduce screen wipe transition to my game, so I will go with this option. Notice how all the thumbnails show the exact moment of the transition. To see it in action, I can simply click on it. Another example, maybe I would like to check how games animate the inventory screens. I can search for inventory and then enable priority sort for the videos. Again, I can now quickly preview the exact moment in the video I'm looking for and then open it for the full screen view. The next new feature I simply adore is an inspector. Whenever I open any of the screens, I can click this side panel button in the top right hand corner. That opens this Write Information side box with a few sections. Colors palette, more on that later. Visual properties, so basically a list of filters related to this screenshot. Similarly, a screen types, where you can see a screen description. And finally, all the texts found on the screen. We'll get back to that in a second. All of those sections are interactive, so you can click on categories to open an applicable filter, or you can preview the colors by hovering the mouse. Inspector can help you with understanding what is on the screen, not to mention that while playing a video, it can come handy as a chapter selection for all the different UI kinds you can see during the video. Number 2. You know that you can search for various games and categories, but now you can also search for texts. For example, you need to implement a bug functionality to your game, simply search for bug, and that will show you a list of game screenshots with some sort of a bug button. You can even see that in the thumbnails you have this big red box around the text you are looking for. But that's not all. When you open a screenshot with the inspector view, you can mouse over any of the text to see its size on the screen. With other new features like on-screen grid that can help you visualize how big your game elements are and where should you place them on the screen. And the final one, colors. You've seen before how I was able to inspect all the key colors on the screenshot via the inspector, but what I haven't told you is that you can click on this color to search by it. Additionally, while browsing, you can at any time place your mouse on any of the thumbnails to filter their color. If you're interested in Color Fury or you'd like to learn more about it, in some occurrences you will see an additional information like color palette info or color harmonies guide. Finally, on most of the game pages, you will find this bar that goes through all the key colors used in the title. That way, you can get a good idea of the palette usage, consistency, and as the author mentioned himself, you can discover some interesting facts about the game art style. If you'll ever be building an UI for your game, don't forget to get some inspiration on Game UI Database. As always, thanks a lot to my awesome patrons that support this channel. See you soon!